Hey everybody, welcome to WhyBuy. Today we're going to be talking about cleaning your car's exterior and interior, start to finish, properly and safely right at home. So what is the proper way to clean your car start to finish? We're gonna go through step by step in stages what you should do, what techniques you should use, and what chemicals are safe to use and will make the job easier. You're gonna do a gentle rinse, like with a garden hose, just kind of like a rain spray. You're gonna apply your APC, let it dwell for a couple of minutes. Then you're gonna take your brush and agitate it, then rinse it off thoroughly, dry it with your microfiber rag. You're gonna apply your vinyl and rubber care or your detailer onto a microfiber rag and rub the spots that you would like to keep dark and looking dark. And finally, to help the engine properly get rid of any moisture, residue, or water buildup within the engine, you're gonna go for a drive and let the heat evaporate all of that, and you're good to go. Okay, for cleaning your wheels, it'll depend on the product that you're using. This one from Meguiar's says that you should spray it onto a dry surface. So you're gonna spray the product on very generously, and this stuff is gonna immediately start to break down brake dust, iron deposits, wheel grime. And what's nice is that it's safe to use on all wheel finishes. You're gonna let this dwell probably for about 2 minutes, and you can already see kind of that color activation, the purple. I'm gonna start with the face of the wheel because I don't wanna pull debris out onto the face. Just wanna kind of do this area first. I have my very soft boar hair brush. And it's another thing too, you don't want to let this stuff dry. It's important that it does not dry. So do not just spray it and leave it. If you don't have these brushes and tools, just at the very least, if you're using microfiber rags, wear gloves, you know, protect your skin. These are harsh chemicals that, especially if you're doing maintenance washes routinely and you're getting your hands covered in this stuff, you don't want it permeating your skin. Let's see how it looks. Looks good. That looks like a factory wheel right there. Now, to clean the tire, get your stiff bristle brush. You could use Meguiar's on the tire and it will do a pretty good job of cleaning it, but I find that P21S, same APC I use in the engine. Remember, the reason why we're doing a tire is not just because it gets all brown and dirty and caked with mud and looks like crap. It's that if we're going to be applying a tire dressing to this, you want it to bond properly, and if it's got previous tire dressing or dust and buildup, it's not going to stick as well and it's going to fling up the side of the car. So you can see the APC working. Foam's not quite white, it's a little bit brownish, and even though these tires are brand new, it's still got a little bit of road dust and brake dust buildup. on here that is going to stop the tire dressing from bonding. Remember that overspray from the APC, you don't want that drying anywhere, so make sure you rinse the area where you're spraying. I'm going to spray one more time, and if you see the foam is white, that means there's no more dirt left on the tire. It looks nice and white, nice and clean. Perfect. Wheel looks nice and clean, nice and grippy. Now, to protect it, I'm going to use Hydro 2 Light. Really great stuff. You just spray on. Just a few sprays. 10 seconds. Now look at that. Water's beating up very nicely. And that will help anything from sticking. If you're washing the car and you still have that left to do, leave the wheel as is. We'll put on the tire dressing afterwards. So for washing your car, I use these tools and chemicals. A pail for clean water and rinsing, a pail for soapy water, a dirt lock insert in both buckets, microfiber chenille wash mitts, foam cannon, microfiber drying towel, snow foam, and ammonia-free glass cleaner for those finishing touches. Always work in a shaded area, in a garage, or a cloudy day. If you do have to work outside, just make sure you're not working in direct sunlight or when the sun's at the top of the day. You do not want your car shampoo to dry. Spray your pre-treatment soapy water, rinse it off thoroughly, spray again to cover the car and add that lubrication. And when you go to hand wash, work from top to bottom. Don't do circular motions. I know it's tempting, but try long, gentle stripes. Rinse your mitt often because the dirt that you're picking up from the car, you're gonna wanna put it in the rinse bucket so that it's clean, dip it in your soap solution, and then back on the car. Rinse the car off thoroughly. Now you're on to drying. Use a large drying microfiber towel. These are designed to absorb a lot of water, so it'll make the process faster and easier. Now you can move on to doing your tire dressing. So you could use a petroleum or water-based tire dressing. I like water-based tire dressings because they tend to be dry to touch, and even though they don't last as long, I find that there's less chance it's going to sling on the side of the car. With your tires clean and dressed, now you can move on to an ammonia-free glass cleaner to make sure the windshield and passenger windows are crystal clear. And with all that done, now we can move on into the interior. You're going to need an ammonia-free glass cleaner. You're going to need a car interior all-purpose cleaner. You're going to need an interior car dressing. And you're going to need various microfiber towels. So you should have a wet vac or a shop vac. If you can find detailing attachments, all the better. To start things off, let's do the glass and make sure that it's crystal clear. This means using your ammonia-free automotive grade glass cleaner. And if you do find that there's still oil buildup and the glass looks kind of dirty, you can always use your APC and a magic eraser to kind of scrub away that oil and then clean it with your glass cleaner. After you do the glass, start by vacuuming kind of top to bottom. You're going to want to do areas like buttons, switches, and be sure to avoid black plastic or screens. These are easily scratched and you don't want to be rubbing dry dust around them, creating micro scratches. Remember that any dry rubbing is going to cause micro scratches, so just be careful. Now with your all-purpose cleaner, spray some onto a rag and wipe down the areas thoroughly. You can spray directly onto panels, but try and avoid speaker areas or places where it can seep in. Don't spray electronics or best to use just a microfiber, spray it onto the rag and then apply it and wipe it off. Now, if you find stains in the carpeting, like crystallized salts from your feet in the winter months, you can spray this APC directly on there, let it dwell, and with a brush wrapped in a microfiber towel, agitate the area and then vacuum out any residue. Now, for UV protection and to keep the car looking nice and factory new, apply the dressing to a rag and wipe the areas that you want to protect. And there you have it. Now we're on to the leather. First things first, vacuum the seats off to remove any dust or surface debris. Shake the bottle of your leather cleaner and apply it to a brush. You can apply it also to the seat and then gently agitate the area with your leather cleaning brush. You'll start to see it foam up. Wipe away the excess with your microfiber towel. You can use throwaway microfiber rags, as these products tend to smell quite strong and they just permeate the rags, and you might just want to toss these afterwards. Now for the conditioner, apply the conditioner to the rag and then gently rub it into the seat. If you have perforated leather, it's okay, it will absorb into the leather. Just don't over apply product because you don't want this stuff building up and filling all those perforations in the leather. And you're going to want to let it cure for about 4 hours. With that, now you have a brand new looking interior. The reason I like washing my car is, one, I take pride in it and it's kind of therapeutic. I shut my phone off, I don't have any distractions. I literally can just focus on cleaning the car, and when you learn how to do it properly, there's that sense of confidence you have that you're not causing any damage, you're doing it safely. It's just a nice thing to do once in a while, and if you're like me and you like cars, then it's a good excuse to stare at your car for a while. And some of these stages you don't have to do. For example, if you didn't want to do, say, a coating or paint sealant at the very end for your car, well, maybe you don't need to go through the process of decontaminating it with an iron remover or doing a clay bar. And if there are some steps that you want to avoid or not do in this entire process, this can be just a simple way to learn how to properly just wash your car with the right car shampoo and the right wash mitts and drying towels. So if you have a bit of time to relax and enjoy this process, pick a Saturday morning or Saturday evening. It doesn't have to be Saturday. If you thought this video was helpful, please like and subscribe, show your support, and thanks for watching. Now for cleaning the tire, oh God, where's that bottle?